Go.
We are recording.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Hey y'all, so glad you hung with us. You know what? Mel and I have been doing this for about 3.5 years, and we should do a blooper on all the things that have happened to us when we try to have either a Zoom call or a conference call. It is comical, but it just goes to show you anyone can do this in any kind of circumstance, right?
Right.
So, okay, here we go. All right, you ready for this? Hope so, because the kickoff is about to happen. Yep, the tailgate party is over. You're stoked because we're looking for a win, and you've taken your seat at the 50-yard line, and the crowd is getting you pumped up big time, and you hear this. Almost done. Woo! Are you pumped? Yeah. Okay. You should be cheering. And if you all are from Arkansas, you know what was happening. Do I have any Arkansas people on here doing a little
Woo, pig!
Woo! Pig, suey. Woo! Yeah.
Nice, Paige. I saw a good pig.
Razorbacks. Woo! Okay, your heart should be racing, and you should be geared up for the kickoff and the tackles and the offensive plays and the touchdowns. Win. Okay, well, I'm going to start off by introducing you to our coaches for the night. And we're going to start off with, hey, Mel, do you have me on big or am I little?
Everyone can customize their own screen.
Oh, please make me big. Why not? Okay?
Hey, Debbie Big.
Yes. Okay. First off, Melissa, straight from the Baylor Bears. She is little, but she's mighty. Mel, let us see you. Can we have a whoop whoop? Our little bear.
He's back. I'm trying to show you all my jersey. Hey!
I can't see you. Okay. I'm going to get on speaker view. Okay. Here we go. All right.
Here we go. Can you see me now?
Woo! See ya. Okay. Woo! Next we have Angela. Razorback coming through. She's tough, but she knows her stuff and is going to lead us to victory. Angela, where are you, girl?
I'm right here. Can you not see me?
There you are.
Woo! Go, Angela!
We see ya. Okay, and we got Sally, our Baylor Bear rep, who's going to keep us moving in the game. Sally, where are you, girl?
I'm here. Can you hear me? Yes, I can see you.
Okay, and I got mine on too. So these are your Super Bowl coaches Hall of Fame. Guys, we have a Super Bowl right here in front of us. Now, are you going to be a fan sitting on the sideline waiting for the halftime show? Are you getting geared up, suited up, and busting it to get on the field and take us in for the win? What you going to do there? So let's put ourselves back at the Super Bowl. Those players out there have their adrenaline pumping, and they are living for the tackles and the scores. They are more than ready to go for it. But what's driving them? It's the win. It's the challenge. It's their why. So can you imagine you're at the Super Bowl and you're one of those players and you're on the line and you've got a 300-pound brick house standing across from you. His eyes are peering at you and he can't wait to break every single bone in your body. Well, you know what? That's the fear that most of us feel when we're in Walmart standing in line with a little 130-pound mommy who can barely put one foot in front of the other. This is the month that we're going to face those fears. We're going to tackle them and we're going to defeat them. Do you think that those football players are driven by fear? You bet they are. They are motivated by the fear of being average. And here's what I say, team, we are taking down that mommy. So this is what this call is about. First, you got to know the game. If you run out there to play soccer, then you're going to be carried off in a stretcher for sure. So what's the game? You're going to learn the specifics about our Super Bowl incentive. Next, okay, you know the game, but what's the strategy? Do you yourself have to hike the ball, catch it, throw it, catch it again, and take it across that goalpost line? No, it's all about team, working together. And our wins will always be about team effort. But you got to have a strategy. So you're going to get some great ideas tonight about helping your team to play the best game they've ever played. And finally, there is no Monday night football player who goes out there on a Monday and just shows up. There's a daily game plan that gets them fired up and equipped for the game. So before you can be a team player, you got to be your personal best. You got to be disciplined and doing something daily to get you ready for that field. You want to be a valuable part of that team. You don't want to be the player sitting on the sideline. You're the one that's carrying that ball across the line. It all starts with you. So football season's here, guys. It's season time. So it's kickoff time. So here we are. Y'all, I've been doing this for 3.5 years. I've never seen what this company has done for us this month, ever. And I can pretty much promise you we'll never see it again. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. They know we've had a tough time with the back office issues and credit card issues, and some are slow. But I'm telling you, our company loves us. They want nothing more than for us to have a winning season, to take that ball across that finish line and score. They love us, and we are their winning team. So how does the game work? Let's talk about some specifics here. Okay, first, and y'all, I know you've seen this, but I'm going to go over it pretty quickly. Your first time rank advancement. Okay, when you rank for the very first time, you're going to get a double bonus quickly. Instead of 100 for going silver, you're getting 200. Instead of 250 for gold, you're getting 500. Instead of 350 for senior gold, $700. Instead of 500 for ruby, $1,000. Okay, senior ruby, instead of 750, 1,500. Are you blown away by that? I am. Okay, few gameplays here. What an amazing time to entice those ambassadors that have just joined you to go silver. Who in the world can use $200, especially right now with holiday season coming up? Everybody knows 3 people that they can get to jump on board. The time is now, this week. Okay? You're a new ambassador and you're shooting for fast start gold. And I have a few on my team that are doing that. Holy cow. Okay, you shoot through silver. Instead of 100, you're getting 200. You get up to gold, instead of 250, you're going to get $500. That's $700 right there. Now, you're going to get, instead of $350 for the fast start gold, $700. Guys, $1,400 to go fast start gold. Touchdown. Are you kidding me? So, and that also doesn't even include your regular commissions, your bonuses from Welcome Pack, and whatever else Plexus so generously pays us for. And if that's not often awesome enough, we get to do the re-achievement bonus. So, again, this re-achievement isn't doubled, but you get to get it all over again. So if you've been silver, but you've lost it, and you rank up to silver again, you get $100 again. What if you've gone gold and you've lost it? Get your gold and you get $250 again. Holy cow. Okay, Okay, now let's say this is a little bit of a different scenario. You were senior Ruby in May. Here comes September, and you have ranked down to senior gold. What happens with this bonus? You're down to senior gold. When you get up to Ruby, you're going to get that $500 bonus all over again. When you re-achieve where you were in the first place, senior Ruby, you're going to get that $750 bonus again. That's $1,250. Y'all, let that sink in. Let that put you on the field. Now, remember, with these bonuses, you have to add one customer who has $50 PV. That's not a deal. It is not a deal. So, a couple of questions that a few have had. Do upgrades count toward the rank advancement? Yes, they do. But if somebody signs up as a customer this month and then upgrades to ambassador, they're not going to count as a customer. They're only going to count as an ambassador. Are there any special requirements for these ambassadors? No. One simple one, $100 PV. The backup orders are not required anymore. So, and this incentive stops October the 31st at 12:01 Eastern Standard Time. So, put your pads on, put your helmets on. This is the Super Bowl of all Super Bowls. Get on that field. Excuse me here. Do it. Okay, I'm turning this over to our next coach, and that is our little bit mighty, Melissa Darby.
Hello, guys. Well, I have to say, Debbie is a hard act to follow. Deb, can you see me on the screen?
I see you. You're cute.
Yay! Look, I've got my pink on. See? I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. My name is Mel Darby, and I'm here to help you all get your heads in the game. And we're going to talk about the details of our playbook, okay? So since we're all on the same team, we got to talk strategy. Strategy is such a huge part of this. But first, I want y'all to know, and Debbie really covered this, this is prime time. And I want each of you to experience victory. Now, I've won some games in this, and I almost feel like I've won the Super Bowl. But guys, I have fumbled. I have thrown some serious interceptions. I've lost valuable players, even some MVPs. But you've got to keep that in perspective. Injuries are going to happen. Players they don't realize how tough it is to win. But you've got to be able to believe that you can do it. And that's your first step in this. You've got to turn down the noise of the crowd and realize that you are your one and only opponent. Focus on your game, your strategy, and believe that you have what it takes to be the MVP. So let's talk about our playbook, okay? Here it is. This is our playbook. What's in a playbook? Our strategy. And you guys are coaches, so as coaches, you have to determine what plays are going to work best for your team. Focus on the strengths. And guys, leverage your weaknesses and reach out to the others. So be sure that you know your strengths. And I bet you know a lot of the players on your team. I bet you know their strengths. So leverage those strengths. And when you don't have them or when you don't have an answer, that's when you reach out and ask, okay? You do not have to spend all of your time researching. You are ready to get in the game right now. Part of our culture with One Plexus makes it to where everyone wants to do well and we all want to encourage each other. This is, I cannot even explain how exciting this time is. So think about, are you better on Facebook or are you maybe more of a one-on-one person? Don't feel like that you have to do every single strategy and do what works for you. But I also know that you cannot take one play, which is posting on Facebook, and expect to win the Super Bowl. Okay? You're going to have to get outside of your comfort zone. You're going to have to try some new plays. Be smart about your strategy and do the things that you know that you can do well, that you can do confidently, and motivate your team to do the same. It takes a variety of skills and strategies to win. So, a few of our best plays. But before we do, I just want you guys to keep in mind that not all players are motivated in the same way. Some need a lot of encouragement. Some, they need tough love. They need you to be the person that tells them they want this, that they're going to have to work for it. Okay? Some people need that tough love. Some need recognition. Don't we all? I mean, it feels good to be recognized. It feels good to have your coach say, well done. So love on your team and recognize them when they get those downs and when they score points. That will make them want to play harder, and that will make them want to run faster for you. And when they run for themselves, they run for you too. So now let's go through a few of the plays. A few of our best plays. There's too many to go through right now, but I want to hit on a few that you may not have considered before, adding a few to the toolbox. The first one is our online power hour. You guys, everybody on this is invited to join us, and you can write this down, but I promise you we're going to post everything on the Darby team, the Dream team, Sally's page, and Angela's page. You are invited to join us next Tuesday, October the 11th at 8:30 Central for our team power hour. Now, this particular power hour is an online event, and this is for your prospects.
Yeah, but you can't see.
This is for your current ambassadors as well. We will share about the products, and we are going to hit the business opportunity hard too. It's the month to do it. The one thing we ask, because we are opening this up to anyone that wants to participate, these groups can get really big, and I don't want negative people on it and posting things that are going to discourage. So be sure and only add your prospects that agree that they want to be a part of the power hour, okay? Don't just go in and blindly add people. Be strategic,
can I
reach
get in
out to
there,
the right
please?
people, and those are the ones that you're going to want to add to our power hour group.
You can stay right there. But
We need invested team members and excited and
just go right there.
interested prospects to rock this event. So check the Darby team and the Dream team for more information. I'm going to post more about that specifically tonight, but mark your calendars for Tuesday, October the 11th.
Take a break. You can text for a little bit longer. And then
guys, please mute your line. If you can hear me and you have not clicked on that lower left corner where it says mute, please do that. We just want to be able to get this message to you guys. Thank you so much. Another play in the playbook that you might not have used before. It's still kind of a newer idea. Phones too, guys. Mute your phones too. Sorry. Okay, another play that you might not have thought of before is to create a silver shooters group. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can there be another group for people to go silver, right? Well, this one's different. What is it and why would you want to do it? Well, I'm going to tell you why. The silver shooters are ambassadors that are determined to go silver in the month of October, okay? So this is a specific group of people on your team that want to go silver. And it doesn't have to be new ambassadors. It can also be people that you're re-engaging that are ready to do the business again. It can be people that have been doing the business the whole time. Maybe they've lost one or two ambassadors. This is the perfect time to lock arms and come together as a team and claim that you are going to be silver by October 31st and get that $200 or that additional $100 if you're reaching silver again. Now, the difference with this group, they are determined to go silver. They're willing to be held accountable. They're willing to face fears. They will step out of their comfort zone. They're going to take the steps needed to go silver, and we're going to tell you exactly how to do it. These are people that are ready to engage, they're ready to ask questions, and most importantly, they want to encourage each other and they want to be a team. So if you have anyone on your team that's new, that was a silver and wants to do it again, this is where they belong. We will be surrounded by people saying, I will be silver by October 31st. You know what? Even if you don't get there, it begins with that mindset. There's no judgment. We are loving on you guys. We just want to encourage you. We want to give you the tools that you need. We want this to be a fun challenge that makes you want to do cartwheels when you get there. It will feel like you're winning the Super Bowl. If that is your goal, you will make it by being a part of this group. Now, another strategy. This is a surprise, okay? And just announcing it for the first time. There's so much going on. We are hosting a Blitz Day. Mark your calendar. And again, if you don't catch it right now, don't worry. We're going to share it all. For Sunday, October 16th. Why did we choose October 16th? Well, that's halftime. Okay, that's halfway through our month. But people get paid on the 15th. So again, this is a smart strategy. We are going to get together from 2 to 5 p.m., and that's on Central Time, and we're going to blitz. And a blitz is a focused effort of a large group, and they're all focused on those same goals. So join us on October 16th. We're going to work on our contact lists. If you've already got it, you're going to work on that chicken list because accountability makes you push yourself harder. I don't know about y'all, but if I have friends that I know are meeting me at the gym, I'm so much more motivated to go and work out. If it's just me, it's so much easier to just say, no, I'll go later. So that's what this is. This is a fun accountability group. And it's not a separate group page. What I love about this is it's one day with 3 hours, and you can do it when you want. You can join at 2, you can come on at 3. It's going to be an amazing opportunity. We're going to support you, and we're going to build your confidence, and we're going to give you tools that day. So we're going to post on the Darby team page, and we're all going to use one post on that Darby team page because that way we can keep up with it easy. So it's not going to be a separate group. This is a one-time blitz. We will post it, and everyone is going to reply in the comments. So that way we all follow each other, and we're going to give you some tips like what to say to your recruits. How do you approach someone that you know can do this business better than you? How do you even talk to them? Well, we're going to tell you how to do that because it is a different strategy. So I'm so excited about it. I think the Blitz is going to be a really fun way to get us all pulled back together, huddle up for halftime, and talk about some of the strategies that are working. We might need to readjust our playbook. We might need to try some new things, or we may find exactly what's working for us, and we just need to keep doing it. So I'm going to throw out a few more, and then we're going to move on. But some other strategies that I want you guys to think about, especially for this month. Reach out to your cold market. Like I said, it is prime time. The Super Bowl is filled with a crowd. People know about Plexus now, and they are watching you, whether they respond, whether they like your post, whether you even know it. So many more people are watching you, and some are waiting to watch you fail. But I don't want y'all to do that. We want to show them that we are a team of winners and that we are the Super Bowl champs. So think about reaching out to your cold market. Sometimes working with cold market can actually be to your advantage because you can tap into bigger networks. And I don't know about y'all, but I will talk to your friends and family all day long. I just don't want to talk to mine. So it really does open some doors to a whole new group of people and to expand your market. Sip and Sees. Guys, these are fun. Sip and Sees are a fun way to bring people together. We have templates, we have graphics, and we can talk about that in more detail. I know most of you have probably heard about a Sip and See, but you generally get people together, you pass out pink drink, people share a few testimonies, and you can make that more business-minded, or you can keep it about the product. It's really up to you. But Sip and Sees are a great way to bring people that are really, really interested and make personal contact in that face-to-face, because if they show up, if they take time out of their life to come to a Sip and See, they're ready to say yes. So although you may invite a lot of people and may only have a handful come, The conversion rate on sip and sees are huge because people that come are ready. They just need to know what to do next. Launch events. Guys, I don't care if you've been an ambassador for a year. If you've never done a launch event, it's time to do a launch event. And they're so fun. I mean, it can be similar to a sip and see, but you can do online launch events too. This is an opportunity to look at the month and say, okay, I need to do 5 launch events, and I can do them with Zoom. I'm going to bring our group together. Or maybe one of your new ambassadors is just getting started, and they want to get the word out now because they want to go fast, start, gold. Get a launch event together. Reach out. That is a huge, huge way. And if you've never done one before, I encourage every single one of you to make that a part of your playbook. Make that a part of your strategy because you will grow in doing them. You'll work on your presentation skills, and they're really fun. Zoom opportunity events, the online meetings, similar to the event that we're going to be doing at the end of October. Team lunch and learns. What a great way to bring the culture of your team together. Host some lunch times and just get your team together and talk. Bond, have fun. And of course, the 3-way calls, the 3-way meetings are always great. But I also encourage you guys to take it a step further because so much is on the line this month. Don't just send a message, send a voice message. Don't just send an email. Invite them to go to coffee with you. Make it real to them. Show them what this opportunity can do for their life and love on them. Ask questions and listen and let them know why they can do this. Okay, that is all I'm going to focus on today. There's so much more in our playbook, but these are a few things that I think we can do this month. And guys, don't get overwhelmed. I know that there's a lot here. But like I said at the beginning, we all have our own gifts. We all have individual goals. Don't let anybody psych you out. You are your own competition. It is time to get over what everybody thinks and win the Super Bowl, okay? We're going to win! And Angela, our rock star, our team player, our coach, Angela Tymeson, is going to come on next, and she's going to give y'all the game plan. So let's do this!
Okay, thank you, Mel. Thank you. And thank you guys so much for getting on our call tonight. Okay, exciting things happening in Rocktober. So, okay, game plan. This is where you will tackle your DMO, your daily method of operation, and you're going to score a touchdown with your IPA, your income producing activity. But before we can do that, first and foremost, you have got to get your fans on board. And guess what? Who are your fans? Your fans are your family. They're your biggest asset, and they're going to need to know what's going on this month so that you can win the game in October. So you need to set your family down. You need to let them know what's going on in your Plexus business. Let them be aware. Let them know what's going on so that they can be cheering you on. And they're going to understand, because it was what comes along with that, you are going to be making some sacrifices this month. And those sacrifices, though, are going to reap huge rewards come November. So sacrifices this month equal rewards next month. You've got to be communicating with your fans, your family, what's going on as you operate your DMO and you're doing your IPA. So just remember, key point, this is only for a season. You know, football is just a season. And so this major incentive that Plexus is offering us is just for the month of October. So it's just for a season. It only lasts 1 month. And this is the biggest month in Plexus history as it relates to cash bonuses. So what we do in the month of October is going to set the tone for the holiday season. So now is the time to be all in so that you can win the game. Okay. Second thing though, you have got to identify your personal goals as well as those goals for your team. It's all about teamwork. So identifying your goals and identifying your team members' goals. Is that gold? Is that silver, ruby, senior ruby? Where are each of you going to be October 31st, 2016? And remember, that's going to set the tone for what's coming in November and December. So now we're going to talk a little bit, okay? We've got our fans on board. We know what our goals are so that we can win the game. So how do you win the game? You win the game by scoring touchdowns, which come from your IPAs, income producing activity. And at the end of the day, guys, income producing activity, it's adding customers and adding ambassadors. That's it. That's where, draw the line. That's where you win the game, adding ambassadors and customers. So thinking about your income producing activity, you're going to want to reach out to people every single day. Now, depending on your goal, I'm going to let you set the tone for how many people that will be according to your IPA. But is that 3 people? Is that 5 people? Is that 10 people? 15? This is based on your goal. You're going to want to introduce them to Plexus. You're going to want to invite them to the online event, the Zoom opportunity, the 3-way chats, the calls, all the things that Mel shared with us. You're going to want to invite them, not overwhelm them, but we have so many opportunities for you to get your potentials plugged into, and then those who sign up with you to make this an amazing month. So let's see here. Okay. Whenever you are reaching out to your people, your 3, 5, 10, 15, whatever your number is, just remember you're reaching out to friends, you're reaching out to family members, dream teamers, and people on your chicken list. Everyone. And while you're at it, while you're reaching out to them, did you know you're also expanding your list? You're expanding your list because you're also asking these same people for referrals. People need what we have. This is the time that you tackle all your fears. You have to share Plexus with all those names on your list. Remember, people need and want what we have, the products and the opportunity, but they don't know what they don't know. So you've got to be sharing, and then of course, big key word here, follow up. The fortune is always in the follow-up. That's where we sign ambassadors and we sign customers. Huge, huge, huge. Now, one little thing I want to highlight. For those of us that are veteran ambassadors, I kind of recognize these people. Those of us that have those infamous white lines in our back office, guess what, guys? Every single white line in your back office needs to be touched by you and or your leaders on your team. Every single person deserves a phone call, deserves a follow-up email, Facebook private message, what have you. They need to know what is at their fingertips. At one point in time, I guarantee you, those people who signed up as an ambassador on your team, they had a what if. What if this could work? What if the products? What if the opportunity? Again, reach out to them. Things change over time. We have people who at one point, joined up as a wholesale ambassador, kind of dabbled a little bit, comes back a year later because circumstances have changed and decide they want this business. And there is no better time than now. People are looking for second jobs. It's the holiday season coming up. They want to be able to provide Christmas for their family. And guess what? We've got the best gig in town. You don't even have to leave your home. You don't have to get a babysitter to watch your kiddos. You can work this right from your home. And better yet, you can be at your child's football practice, sending messages, following up with people. You build your business in the nooks and crannies, and now's the time. So every white line in your back office needs to be touched by you and or the leaders on your team. Okay, one last little piece. as you are doing your income producing activity, it is crucial, because Plexus has offered all ambassadors the 60-day money-back guarantee. Big game changer, great things. But it's so critical that you interview each and every potential that you are sharing Plexus with. Because if your potential does not have interest in purchasing a minimum of 100 PV for a minimum of 60 to 90, I even say 120 days, guys, it takes more than just 2 months to get things moving and grooving. But if your potential does not have interest in doing a minimum of 100 PV, 2, 3, 4 months, it is in your best interest and everyone on your team that they are a preferred customer. Because we all know if they do not purchase a minimum of 100 PV, you do not make money and they do not make money. There's no potential there. It's in your best interest to make them a preferred customer. So just kind of think about that as you are working through your IPA to score that touchdown, signing on ambassadors and signing on customers. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to our infamous Miss Sally Crosby, Emerald Ambassador with Plexus.
Woohoo! Thank you. Can y'all see me?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone still awake? Still awake? Okay, look at me. Does it look like I've been playing some hard football right now? Yeah, it does, right? Look at I've been going like this. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up tonight. I want to thank you guys so much just for your patience. I want to thank you. It just means a ton that even though we have changed links, and have had to kind of adjust, that we've still had such a huge amount of people on here. That just shows just kind of where you are at this month. And I love seeing that. And I think one thing that I want to say here before we wrap up tonight, what has been so encouraging is I think just this renewed sense of energy and excitement. And what I would want to encourage you guys to do is take that and use that on your teams this month. I don't know how your teams are doing right now, but I feel like there's just renewed sense of excitement. There's this something within reach that is, I don't know what it is, but play on that this month. Consider this like we're in the locker room. This is our huddle before we go out into, right, and do all these things that we've heard about tonight. I think it's huge to hear about it, and yes, we can listen and all that, but what we do with this information now that we've heard it, it's October 6th. We have this week to start making doing some messaging, making calls. I loved how Angela talked about touching, giving that each white line maybe a personal touch and reaching out. Maybe we do that this week. Next week, we're going to have follow-up. I mean, you want to have time. I know it looks like we have 31 days in October, but we've got Leaders Retreat. There's all other exciting things. So don't wait to start. That's what I would say. And really, everyone else kind of covered some things, so I do not want to repeat myself. But all I want to say is thank you guys for being patient. This is such an exciting time. I want everyone to get to November 1st feeling like they gave their all. They gave everything that they had to help their teams meet their goals, maybe help yourself meet a personal goal. There's nothing better than knowing that you can look back and say, I did everything I could. We just don't want to go to November 1st and say, oh my gosh, I probably should have followed up one more time. No, you don't want that feeling. You don't want that feeling at all. So thank you guys so much for being on tonight. I can't wait to see what evolves this month. We have a lot of work to do, but the good news is, guess what? We've been prepped for this. We're ready. We know what to do. We've watched lots of videos. Some of us have been doing this for a long time. Maybe some of us are brand new. Keep it simple. Just share why you love Plexus. See if other people want to do this with you. That's all we got to do. All right. Thank you guys. Have an awesome night. Bye.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Let's win the Super Bowl. Yeah. Woo-hoo! Y'all are awesome. Thank you for staying on and hanging with us. Peace.